was busting beating them, was busting Tiapetors, was busting gang at your boy Bucks the Coldest, aka Glitch Uncle Sammy, aka Bucks, back on another busting blizzard, man. I hope y'all enjoying y'all day. You know, all positive vibes, all positive energy over here. You feel me? If you ain't on the positive energy side, I don't know what to tell you, folks. Go somewhere else, folks. We don't want that over here, bro. Great. Like, we want all positive vibes, man, bro. But look, we finna get into this on folks, man.
This is part what I haven't told the doctors. How about 9:30? I gave him a dose of 50 milligrams of insulin, non-diabetic.
The title say she a nurse.
I believe he died the next day.
Ooh. For who? She say she gave him the. Oh snap! I just started recording this back to that. Hold on, y'all. I gotta. Cause I don't want that to start tweaking. I don't want that to start tweaking, and I'm not editing that, bro. I'm not. I'm just not, bro. Oh, gang, I'm not. No, bro. I'm not editing that, bro. Hold on. Put him back over there. Tie back in.
This was the moment detectives realized 50-year-old Elizabeth Wetlaufer, a seemingly innocent nurse, was actually the secret cause for multiple deaths.
She got multiple bodies. She got multiple bees, y'all. Multiple bees, y'all. Like, why? Innocent nurse? Turn. You feel me? But, like, it's. Hold on, folks. Because I don't want to just. Alright, you feel me? I'm not big on throwing people up under the bus, so. I'm saying, like, did she. Was she instructed to do these things before she was doing them? Or, like, she was just going, like, oh, yeah, my teacher told me this back in the day. I think we can apply this here. Did she hit one of them? What y'all think happened, folks? Because I personally don't think, like, she was just really trying to catch bees, folks. I really don't. Because then you can lose your license like that. Like, why would you lose your license over some, you feel me? Like, it ain't worth it, folks. Like, these people ain't do nothing to you. Or did they? I'm for that, but you never know. Hold on. Hey, we got another wicked video, man. Let's get it.
11th of August, Jamie Silcox, a dementia patient, was found dead in his bed at Crescent Care Nursing Home. With an autopsy coming up with nothing, his death was ruled as natural causes. But over the next few years,
was it really natural causes though? Hey, somebody's thinking like he was old, but he still had some life in him. Cause I was just talking to him the other day, like, but then they, you remember when we went to go see Uncle, what's his name?
His death was ruled.
What's folks' name?
Crescent Care
James. You remember we went to go see Uncle James in the hospital? Yeah, what happened? They talking about he died. How he died? Natural causes. Nah, that can't be right, folks. How Uncle James died, we were just talking to him. He just sounded okay. Nuh-uh. I think we need to go talk to them doctors and see what happened. Something like that happened, folks.
Home. With an autopsy coming up with nothing, his death was ruled as natural causes. But over the next few years, the same nursing home discovered patient after patient had...
Oh, it wasn't even that. It's just the nursing home, like, folks, why do these people keep dying? Why do these people keep checking out, folks? What's in common between all these people? And that's when they get to doing their research, like, alright, Nurse whopped the bam on top of all of these people. We need to go talk to her. We need to go talk to her immediately. Cause we is losing money, patience. There's something going on. There's something that's happening that don't need to be happening. We need to go talk to her now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna sit right here. You go talk to them. You go talk to her. Or, matter of fact, go get her. Tell her check it out. Bring her back in the office. I need a one-on-one talk. And once she come in, I just need you to don't say nothing. Just walk out the door, close it, and don't let no one in. You stand right there. You guard that door like your life is on the line. They told him just like that.
died under the exact same circumstances for 8 years.
I just said that they all had something in common.
Cause was a complete mystery to police and doctors alike until September 2016, when Elizabeth Wetlaufer turned herself in to reveal the horrifying truth behind these mysterious deaths. Liz turned herself in at a mental health clinic who promptly contacted police. Hours later, Liz was brought into the interrogation room.
So I just want to go through, like I said, a couple formalities, cover a few little things off. If you wish to speak to a lawyer at any time,
Okay.
we can make it happen whenever you like.
The interrogation starts with Liz
Read her rights, but he threw it to her in a little slick form. Like, I don't know if he hit her with the you diggity boom boom, because she not really under arrest. They just brought her in for a questioning. But at the same time, during questioning, you ain't gotta talk to them. If they bring you this far, you ain't gotta talk to them, folks. Get done with them. I feel like you're trying to involve me in a crime. I want to talk to a lawyer. I'm for that. I'm biscuit for like, and you can tell she don't think nothing really wrong. She like, okay, I'm here because of why. I was just on my bed. I'm here why. I'm for them like, yeah. I don't blame you. Hey, I forgot your name, folks. They just said your name too.
read her rights. Liz
Oh, Liz, folks. Liz.
Liz has the
This the channel, y'all. W video so far.
to a lawyer and the right to remain silent. However, it's looking doubtful she'll be exercising either of these rights, as her detective asks a few questions.
That's cause she don't believe like she really did anything wrong, so she just go talk, and her talking go lead into her confession, and her confession go lead to her getting booked.
To get to know her.
Back at Meadow Park, what was your addiction?
Hydromass.
And how much were you using?
I was a binge user, so I would use what.
Use what? Want me over here, Bisky, for you use what? Tell me that one more time, Liz.
Back at Meadow Park, what was your addiction?
Hydromass.
And how much were you using?
I was a binge user, so I would use what I could get a hold of.
Okay.
By stealing it from the patient.
Liz worked as a nursing home worker and had access.
You just admitted to stealing from patients. You had an addiction of hydro whatever. I don't even know what that is. Phone. Oh snap! Like a one crime she confessed to. I ain't gonna lie, folks. I'm gonna tell y'all a true story, folks. When I was younger, folks, bro, grade, shorty, what? I'm talking about walking to school, boy. If you know, you know. You hear me? If y'all know school Caldwell, you probably don't. It's over in Chicago, folks. I'm talking about every morning, folks. I had money in my pocket. Don't get me wrong. I probably had like $5 on first grade. I was like in first grade, right? What? Early morning, like 6 in the morning, for you know. If you know, you know. CPS schools gotta wake up early, boy. I'm talking about. Wait up. We got out the door like at 6:30. Him walk to the store. Like school, you gotta cross Stony, folk. And then school down that type of shit. Folk. But across from Stony, it's a little BP on first grade. It's still right there, folks. You know, you know. Folks, going to BP early morning. What? Now, ladies, grabbing them bitches on bro. Snatchies. Come on. Juice. I paid for the juice, though. I probably paid for the juice. But they snatched the nail laters on first grade. I used to really do that, folks. I ain't gonna lie. I don't do it no more. I don't gotta steal no more, you feel me? Y'all ain't got to pay on first grade.
All her patients' medicine. For years, Liz had been stealing a drug named hydromorphone, a strong painkiller similar to the likes of morphine, and using it secretly to deal with stress. But it turns out addiction wasn't the only mental issue she was dealing with.
So as far as your latest position at...
Gang. I ain't gonna lie. You're probably like, Bugs, you paused the video too much. So, bro, I just showed you the channel name, gang. Dr. Insanity, gang. Go over there, bro. Great, go show love to them. You feel me?
Can you take a look at it?
Yeah.
That was your last position as a RN, is that
Yes,
correct?
it was.
Okay. And you said you resigned from there?
Yeah.
Okay. What brought you to that?
That's where things get a little crazy.
Okay.
This is part that I haven't told the doctors. When my ex and I broke up in 2007, I was already taking the medication.
Time out, time out, time out. Gang, you is confessing to the police about these things you was doing, but you didn't confess to the doctors, folks. How do you feel more comfortable confessing to the police than doctors? How? Hey, round of applause to you, Liz. Round of applause, and I'm not trying to be sarcastic neither, folks, because I don't know how you do it, folks. I really don't, and I'm not saying our police people bad. I'm not saying the officers bad, folks. They be helping, folks. They helped me when the dog was outside, boy, in 4th grade. Bro, I ain't got nothing against the police, folks. I just don't talk to them.
For my borderline personality disorder. And I was so angry. And
For the real, though, I'm for now.
the voice said inside me, I'll use you, don't worry about it.
Liz has struggled with borderline personality disorder for years and took medication to try and suppress it. This meant she hadn't let it affect her much, at least not until 2007, where this would change in a horrifying way. The detective then decides to ramp up the pressure and the...
Everybody got their different ways of dealing with stress, y'all. You feel me? My personal way of dealing with stress, I'm gonna get out free game. How I do it, you feel me? And then I help my little cousin too, and my family members with this. You feel me? Like, we're going through stressful times. Tell them, hey, somebody got it worse than you. Positive energy. You feel me? Positive vibes. Bring that positive energy around, because I'm naturally a positive person. You feel me? I didn't know I used to always be like this, but I naturally bring the positive energy around. Help people get through their stressful times. Like, having talks with people. Like, what's on your mind? Oh yeah, go up the bend. You feel me? Swapping that energy out. But I ain't gonna lie. If you like too negative, folk, I can't be around you. You ain't finna down my energy, folks. I'd be too happy. You got me messed up.
interrogation quickly turns from an interrogation to a confession.
So, Mr. Silcox, it says here you were working a double shift from 3 till 7.
I said that.
Right.
3 p.m. to 7 a.m.
In Woodstock.
Yes.
Okay. And tell me about your knowledge of James and your daily interactions during a shift with him.
I didn't see him every time. He wasn't always my patient. I just knew from what people had said that he would grab the nurse's breasts and buttocks, and he would say horribly inappropriate things about his wife, that now he was there.
Don't tell me he did it to you when you checked him out, folks. Please, please, please don't tell me you did it to him because he did that. Please. I understand. I don't understand. I'm lying. Look. But at the same time, though, that probably what happened to him.
This was saved for experience, and he did touch me inappropriately once.
Jamie Silcox was
She admitted to it.
84-year-old veteran with dementia being cared for by Liz and the team. But one evening, care would turn to carnage as
She wasn't going for that, folks. She like, hey, you ain't my boyfriend, my husband, none of that. I ain't having that. Check them out.
began to fill with rage and made a choice that would change the course of her life forever.
About 9:30, I gave him a dose of 50 milligrams of insulin, not diabetic, and gave him an insulin shot. Throughout the night, he was yelling out, "I love you," and "I'm sorry." It's not to me, but just you could hear him calling out in this room, and that's what he was calling out. And then at 3:30, the PSWs came to me.
Lamita feed is tax refund.
He said that he was gone. The doctor came in and said that his cause of death was from an embolism due to his post-hip. He'd had hip surgery. Doctor ruled it embolism due to post-hip surgery.
Insulin overdoses occur when someone takes more insulin than they need, regardless of if they're diabetic or not. Too much insulin will dramatically lower the body's blood sugar level, which can cause dizziness, loss of consciousness, and of course, death. What's more concerning, though, is...
Hey, she say, I don't like how you just touched me. I'm in charge of your medicine. syringe, huh? Just like that. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Bye-bye license. Years of nursing school gone, folks. Boy, you should confess to a B, folks. You think 12 finna just let you off? Like you gave them motive. Oh yeah. What, premeditated? Don't they go along with that, folks? No for now.
How difficult
She got her reason though, I ain't gonna lie.
it can be to identify it as the cause of death, and even in cases where it is identified, it's very difficult to prove it was an overdose of insulin that caused it in the first place. This wasn't even the first time she'd attempted this.
So she could have beat that B, but she snitched on herself. So down with Storm. You booked for that one. They go one.
In 2007, she administered 2 other inordinate doses of insulin, but they failed to kill the patients. But while this was the first time she was successful, it was far from the last.
Maurice. How did you pronounce Maurice's last name?
Grenat.
Is it Grenat? Okay.
He was another one who liked to grab breasts and asses.
Right.
He was sometimes a patient of mine. See, at that time, I didn't have a set floor that I worked on. I worked on all the different floors of the nurse. I was filling in. So one afternoon I was working with him and he did grab me. And again, I got that feeling inside that this is his time to go. So I gave him an overdose of insulin after supper. And I believe he died the next day.
And what was his reaction to receiving this insulin?
Again, it was just kind of like, oh, okay. I just said, the doctor wants you to have a vitamin shot. That's what I usually say.
Liz had now begun to refine her method.
Oh, so you got the script down now? Like, you know, like once you your first time doing something, you feel me? You put in your notes type stuff. Like just so like you can get like the gist to like seeing, or like you write it down so like you get like used to seeing it and they become like second nature type stuff. Or you just like keep watching like the video, you saying it, so you like it becomes second nature in your brain, folk. She got a script, folk, that she hitting her patients with. I need to hit you with the vitamin shot now. Ding. Gone. Like, what? Folk, what about their families, gang? She say, downward storm, see him later. Oh, gang, she on that, folk. She is on that. She say, you touch me. I don't like that. Come here. Vitamin shot. Oh, my goodness.
The victim, it was just a vitamin shot, and had even...
But I ain't gonna lie, some of them nurses was liking that stuff, folk. And only reason I say that is because, folk, they would never felt comfortable doing that to you if they ain't did it before. They did. They were feeling on them other nurses on bro they was, folk. And them other nurses like, stop it, James. On phone now. On phone.
towards a
There was something going on behind the scenes, folks. Folks just tried it with the wrong one. I'm not no goofy boy. Check it out. Vitamin shot. Check them out.
And again, I got that feeling inside that this is his time to go.
Each time she thought about killing somebody, she felt a deep, intense feeling in her stomach that implied God wanted that person back and that their time was up.
And a different time.
But I ain't gonna lie, she probably beat these bees because of she said she was going through something with her mental, folks. So she probably just go to a little place for a little bit. They probably just send her home and she lose her license.
That I have caused people's deaths or caused them discomfort through the insulin.
I ain't gonna lie, Miss Lee is like a gangster now, folks. She got bees under her belt.
It was the influence of that.
They ain't even no gangster. You just a crazy nurse.
Voice or whatever it wasn't a voice in my head, it was a voice in the people.
She got her reason though, like I said though.
So, but yeah, I just had a sense after my marriage broke up that God was going to use me for something. And then after a while, I started to really wonder after some of the murders if it was God or if it was the devil fooling me.
Did you feel like you were doing the right thing for these two?
No. I felt like I was doing what I was supposed to do, but it wasn't what was right for them.
While people with BPD can often exhibit impulsive behavior and disturbed patterns of thinking, it's uncommon for patients to be affected the way Liz was. Many BPD patients may experience brief or prolonged episodes of strange experiences, such as hearing voices and feeling compelled to harm themselves or others, but it's exceedingly rare for them to act on them. It's likely her behavior was owing more to the antisocial personality disorder she was diagnosed with later on. Those affected with ASPD are often observed to have a severe disregard for the law and the feelings of others. They also often find it harder to control their anger and refuse to let other people stand in the way of
Oh, yeah, she probably beat these bodies for, I ain't gonna lie.
reckless behavior. Neither one of these conditions are solely responsible for Liz's behavior. It was likely a combination of the two that
90% of it. Well, the rest.
that planted the idea in her mind and then allowed her to go through with it with little resistance.
So Gladys, so this takes us to November 2011 at Crescent Care. It says here Gladys was a type 2 diabetic and had dementia. How old do you think Gladys was?
92.
92. Tell me a little bit about.
That's a real blessing right there, man.
So did was she like when you cared for her?
Well, when I first started caring for her, she was walking and talking, and she had quite a spirit. She once punched a man because she overheard the nurses telling one of the gentlemen, "No, you can't push your wife around. You have to come with us." And she turned around and she said, "You can't treat a woman like that." Boom!
And hit the man.
And hit the man. So then we're all in a state of trying to keep them from fighting with each other and trying to keep them from hurting us.
Right.
Yeah, she was very spunky. But she went downhill fast.
Did she?
Eventually, she had dementia, didn't take her pills well, didn't eat well, very stubborn woman. And as always, one evening I just got that red surging feeling that she was going to be the one. And gave her insulin overdose.
Did you ever get that feeling?
Wait. Why you ask her out? Wait, why you take her out, folk? Hold on, folk. She done hit the man for tweaking with his wife. I'm rocking with her. I'm folk now. Why you take her out, though? Folk, why you take her out, folk? I don't understand.
And red surging feeling that she was going to be the one.
Be the one to do what? What she do, gang?
And gave her insulin overdose.
What y'all think she means she was going to be the one? Man, let me know in the comments down below, bro. Great. I'm confused.
Did you ever get that feeling outside of work?
No, never.
No. Did you ever get that feeling going to work, knowing that something was going to happen that shift?
No, it's happened at work.
Why you never was like, can you come with me? Cause sometimes it be like I can't control my emotions and I just need somebody by me to help me get through with these patients. You couldn't hit one of them folk. You just have to, you tweaking, shorty. Check out. Like, damn. Like you could go tell your manager, no, you ain't had no friends at work. Like it wasn't nobody that was like you at work, folk, and y'all was on the same floor. On one of these days that you took these people's lives, folk, one of these morning, nights, evenings, afternoons, you couldn't be like, cause I've been to the hospital before, folks. It's like a little reception desk on like each floor, ain't it? You couldn't just go to the reception desk like, can one of y'all come in with me real quick? They're like, for what? What happened? Like, nah, I just need some help. Can one of y'all just come with me real quick? The room right here, room whoop the bam. They're like, alright, okay. I'm pretty sure they ain't gonna be like, no, go do it by yourself. Or they ain't gonna like send somebody else with you, folk. Like a something game, like, damn, you just on DT.
If I were to use the phrase spur of the moment, would it be something that you just have that feeling come on? Or
yeah, I guess you could say spur of the moment, but it usually start happening focused on one patient, and then I feel that red surgery, which is what made me think it was God. Which I'm so embarrassed.
Like I said, I'm not here to judge you.
Folks done scratched his head. He like, I never heard this before. I'm voting that I haven't either game.
Right?
One of the most strange things about Liz is how casual she is throughout the entire confession. Not only is she happy to tell the detectives all the details she can remember about the murders themselves, but also laughs and tells stories about the victims the entire time. However, she also admits to feeling embarrassed about thinking the feeling was God, showing that she feels as though she has a strong personal image to uphold, but has a complete lack of remorse for her victims. This thought process is indicative of a sociopath, but no personality tests or analyses have ever reinforced this idea.
September or October of 07.
Yeah.
And then Helen was 2011.
Yeah. Helen, I don't remember a lot about. She was very quiet, very determined, just seemed to be waiting to die.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I had that feeling that, this was the one.
Mm-hmm.
And I made a bit of a fuss about her that night because she was very lucid. And
I guess what she's saying, this is the one, like, yeah, you the one that needs to go. You the one that needs to go meet your maker, shorty. You got to get up out of here. It's time for you to go. Bye-bye. And then she'll just check him out early. You feel me? She'll just give him a little shot, check him out early. Like,
about how much she likes blueberry pie and ice cream.
Okay.
So on my
don't let her get no pipe. What? She blowing it up on Bro Greg. She what? I got a 50. Oh, don't get her no switch, none of that. She gonna act bad for real.
I went to Walmart. I got a small blueberry pie and some ice cream and brought it to her, and she ate 3 or 4 bites.
Yes.
And then that night I overdosed.
Oh, Bro Greg, she got a good memory though. I get that to her.
Like I said, I had that feeling that it was her time to go, and
What do you mean by that? Do you think she was towards the end of her life at that point?
know that she was the person to go to.
And that was in your mind, in your stomach. Where was that feeling?
In my chest
In your
area.
chest.
After I did it, I got that laughter.
When would you feel that laughter? Would you feel it right after you injected it, or once the person passed away?
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
As well as the feeling in her stomach before the murder, Liz also mentions feeling as
Hey, are you a Nashvilleian stuck?
feeling as though there's laughing coming from her chest, given that it happens both as she's administering the dose and after she hears the victim is dead. This feeling is likely just an exaggerated feeling of gratification from knowing that her job has been completed. Psychopaths are thought to have a severe case of ASPD, and studies have shown that psychopaths also have a much stronger reaction to immediate gratification. This is what compels psychopaths to make more impulsive decisions, as they value the reward more than an unaffected person. And it's possible this just manifests in Liz as a more physical manner than usual, causing the almost euphoric laughing sensation.
Just out of curiosity, how much insulin would it take to kill someone
See, I
that
don't know.
wasn't diabetic? Or
I don't know.
you don't know that?
No.
You didn't know that as a nurse, that
She would just, you carry this amount you do it for you. You ain't heard? She did this 2 times prior before her first beat, shorty. So she was just playing with the different levels. Alright, so 3 don't get you all the way down. The X amount don't get you all the way down. But this amount really gets you down. So let me just keep doing this.
no.
No, there is no set amount.
Okay. And I just
Yeah.
simply just don't know that
No,
answer.
there is no set amount.
Okay. Different people would react differently to different amounts. Is that fair to say?
So y'all got me scared to go to the hospital now, folks.
It would obviously make a difference if they were diabetic or not diabetic.
Yeah.
You don't say a lot of negative things about Helen here. Did you get along with her okay? Did she ever do anything to harm you or?
No, she was very quiet. It was just, I got that feeling that she's next, this is time to go.
Liz had no problems with Helen, and even went out of her way to get her favorite food before killing her. This creates a strange dynamic where she obviously feels some form of remorse both before...
Bro, she definitely getting out, bro. She definitely getting out, bro. Like, her mindset game. Nah, she different. Bro, Gray, she is different, folks. Somebody like her in the trenches, what? Oh my goodness, folks. Don't let her get to playing ball. She finna what? Act real bad on Bro Greg.
And after the murder, but still goes through with it without hesitation. But of course, the biggest show of remorse was when she decided to turn herself in the first place. Something that's understandable for a neurotypical person who
She turned herself in? Oh yeah, Bro Greg. She definitely getting out.
committed maybe one or two crimes, but almost completely unheard of when it comes to serial killers who have operated over the span of multiple years. She stated that she
And she could have got away with all this, folks. But she turned herself in. Simply because, folks, I guess her conscience was getting to her or something, folks. But on Bro Greg, she really turned herself in, gang. Bro, her mindset messed up. For them, that's what it is, for. I don't think like she really like want to catch bees, folks. I think her mindset just like she really don't got it. Like she don't got it all the way, folks. Bro, I think that's what it is for real.
does understand the difference between right and wrong and never claimed to take pleasure from the murders, saying that she felt terrible after every single one and even tried to reach out for help on a few occasions.
I imagine that, did you feel like a weight off your shoulders?
Yes.
So
Yes,
you've been carrying a burden for quite some time.
I tried to get help.
Yeah, well, sometimes it takes a few attempts to finally commit to it, right?
Yeah, I had a pastor that I told me, he prayed over me and told me I'd be fine. And that was God's grace. And then
When was that?
that was Halloween.
You went to the pastor on Halloween? I ain't gonna lie. Hey, shout out to October though. You already know, man. Us Libras, hey. Best month? You wanna know the best month for real, for real? October. Come on now. Act like you know.
2013.
And you kind of divulged to what had happened to you to that point in your life with
Yes.
people in these people?
Yes.
Okay. And where was that?
That was here in town.
Liz then went on to confess to 8 murders in total, as well as attempting it on 6 more people, some within just days of each other. She'd given in to the urges for 8 years in total, all the while knowing what she did was wrong.
Hey, man. That's crazy, folks. That's a crazy story, man. That's a real crazy story for them. I wouldn't be surprised if that become a Netflix documentary on Bro Greg, folks. I feel like I didn't heard it all in the span of 14 minutes and 13 seconds on Bro Greg, folks. But look, I'm going to tap in with y'all, beating that man, so you know what that means. I need y'all to keep y'all head that standpoint on her, man. Be aware of y'all surroundings. And yeah, folks, great, man. We ain't never stopping, you feel me? All guys, no breaks on Bro Greg, man. Let's do it.